Starting the video right now.
Sick.
So we have the blown apart K. Well, it's not blown apart. It doesn't run. KA out of the S14, and we decided to we're gonna pull it apart and see what failed. This engine was recently put together, so everything's still really nice and clean. The head is still fresh. I mean, it's spray painted, but like internally, it's super fresh. And we're all really curious to see if the bottom end is destroyed. Hopefully, the walls aren't all scored up. Kenny really wants to rebuild it.
I really want to rebuild it.
So I mean, I'm for it. If you want to do it, we just gotta make sure that the cylinder walls aren't destroyed, because that's all I'm concerned about. Because I think everything else should be fine.
Is that your guess?
Yeah.
What's your guess?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it jumped timing.
You think it jumped timing?
I think it jumped timing.
I don't. Okay, we'll see. Hopefully the walls are good, but I think they're trashed. We'll find out. I mean, they don't look amazing, but they don't look bad.
They look like cams.
Yeah. Sick. That was nothing.
Wow.
It's not horrible. It doesn't look great, but it doesn't look bad.
There's plenty of cross hatching here, plenty of cross hatching here, and right on there. Pretty much every one. They scored this shit on the outsides. Should I say hey back? Is that what?
Say hi. You should say. So you think they're screwed? Yeah. I guess you look at it the right angle.
If you just look here.
Yeah, one angle it's like, wow, look at the cross hatching. The next angle you're just like, no, that's a lot of lines.
That shit's fucked.
I wonder if just the rings aren't like set properly or indexed properly.
What happened here?
Some
He probably just
smashing.
left it in his shop floor.
Okay, so we were told there's manly rods in here. Does it look like it?
Yeah. Yeah, I-beams.
Nice.
Every single gap is together. These were all like this, and that's broken. So that is probably our problem right
Oh wow.
there.
Yeah.
There's your problem. Broken piston.
Really?
Yeah.
Looks like someone over boosted.
And see the scoring we were talking about?
Oh wow.
The scoring was all caused by broken piston.
I'm surprised it ran as well as it did.
And look, there's another crack higher
Well, it ran
up.
until
Oh,
it didn't run at all.
True. The nitrous might have did that one.
Yeah, that was. I'm gonna say that was
another broken part of the piston.
classic. Seen it a million times.
So there you go. That's why we had all that blow by.
Rip to the rings.
Yeah, and I mean the weird part was though that all the gaps in the rings are in the same spot. That's usually not supposed to be the case.
Taking the engine apart, we discovered, yes, it does have a manly rods. It has ARP hardware. It has head studs. Has metal layer head gasket. So unfortunately, the rings were bad. I know the nitrous probably helped finish them off, but of course they were definitely bad to begin with, and that's why I was pushing so much smoke. And it's a damn shame, because the motor is actually pretty good, and now it's not. So we found another S14 KA. Kenny's possibly going to go pick it up tonight, which would be sick. Since it's an S14 one, that's all we have to do is just swap the turbo kit on and literally just drop it in. We're going to tune it like that. I have to go down to Milford, down to Alex's shop, Innovative Motorsports, and pick up the last parts I need for the GTI so I can finish the engine up today and get it ready to put in. And I got to start working on the 240 because I'm drifting this weekend and it's a big event. And I also have Steph's car right there. It has a little misfire and it needs an oil change, so I'm going to do that for her today, and I got to drive the damn thing to Milford. What do we got there, Kenny?
A little bonus spare ribs?
You got
Here.
enough for the whole class? Better be a good one. Where's the focal point? Go take a rest. You deserve it. I needed this. Okay.
That was.
Sorry guys, the vlog is over. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna go take a rest for today. Alright, so my buddy Alex used to own a Volkswagen Pro and shop down by my area called 32 Motorsport, and he recently partnered up with one of his friends to create Innovative Motorsports, or partnered with Innovative Motorsports, and they just got this new building, and they've been going crazy the past couple of months trying to get everything to line up, and they moved in pretty quickly. The shop is huge. Right, where are we?
We're at Innovative Motorsports in Milford, Connecticut.
Perfect. So they just moved in, what, 4 months ago, is that what you said? Or?
July.
So moved in quick and got right to work. There is no downtime. I mean, engines everywhere. All right, so Alex just hooked it up with the part that I actually need, and it's these plastic flaps right here. These are what I misplaced, and we weren't able to put the intake on last night, so these are kind of weird. I couldn't tell you exactly how they work, but I know they affect with the drivability and the cold starts of the engine. So when you look into the intake right here, we have these little flaps that just sit right into the runner on the head. Just like that. Divides up the inlet for the intake. I don't know why, but it does, and it's Volkswagen, it needs it, so. All right, there's a lot going on in that shop. They just moved in, so they're trying to balance all the work they got and trying to get the building all set. But this place, I can't wait to see this place in a few months. It's gonna be a beautiful place. They build some gorgeous cars and they really know what they're doing. So I got these little pieces of plastic that'll get me going, we'll get the intake on, and GTI engine should be ready to throw right in. But let's get the Miata back, do an oil change on this thing, and get to work on everything else. Look what we got here. Bitch and ride, brother.
Ferrari.
Right, we're back to the shop. I got a lot of work to do. Is it interesting? Not at all. Do I have to do it? Yeah. So, gonna do a quick tune-up on the Miata. Then I have to move all of the Z's, unfortunately, because it looks so cool up there. And put the 240 on the lift and get it ready for the Saturday, because it's like the last big drift event of the season. And it's a big deal, and I'm really excited. And I don't know if I ever showed you guys this. With both Z's on the lift, I posted on my Instagram. But I have the two Z's above each other, and you could really see how much longer the 2+2 is versus the 2+0 model. I think it's an overall 9 inches. It's pretty crazy. One day the pump will come in, I swear. Now guys, if you don't change your oil after every drift event, you a hoe. Just do it. It's like insurance for your engine. Your engine takes so much abuse at drift events. Just change the oil. She deserves it. So we're not doing anything fun tonight, but we're doing something that we need to do, and that is my inner tie rods. Now drifting always blows out your tie rods. I mean, you're going from full lock to full lock, dropping wheels, hitting people's other wheels, and ruins your tie rods. And it's whatever, they're cheap. They're just kind of annoying to change until you get a lift. Obviously your tie rods are what control your steering. Off of your steering rack to your knuckle, there is an inner and an outer. You can see mine actually drop down off the knuckle, and that actually helps correct the steering that gets all fucked up when you lower a car. Because your steering geometry is meant for stock height car, you know, flat. As soon as you lower, everything just gets tucked up and it doesn't perform the way it should. So by getting offset tie rods like that, or having drop knuckles, it puts the rack basically flat when your car is low, and it helps with your geometry quite a bit. You get really bad bump steer if your tie rods are all up or down, so.
Get him. Throw the wrench. Throw it, I dare you.
I need a bigger wrench. Stop, don't do it. Get him. Shoot him in the ass. Watch out, Jimmy, I don't want you to get hit.
You had an open shot.
Hey, if you could dodge a wrench,
you could dodge a BB.
we just came to hang out, and we both noticed something a little crazy. So my inners weren't too bad. I'm still gonna change them because I have new ones, and these will be my backup, screw it. But my rack mounts, I think I put S14 ones in.
So this is a common thing a lot of people have a problem with. They're so close in size that, check this out.
So I've had a front end clunk all season, and obviously it's gotten worse, but I couldn't figure it out because if you jack up the front end and shake everything, everything's tight. But the rack will actually rotate forward and back, and that's crazy. That's actually really good news because it explains a lot, and my car is only going to feel better after it. I was kind of panicking for like, Chip, get out! You're going to shoot my eye out! Fuck you!
Oh, quick, give it to him!
Oh my god!
What were you saying? What? Tell your friends!
Alright, well, Jim keeps giving me drive-bys with that stupid PB gun, but... I was freaking out about getting a set for Saturday, but literally within 3 minutes, one of my buddies told me he had a set, so... Day is officially safe, so it looks like we're also changing the rack bushings. The reason why I'm also really happy to change these is the fact that these tie rods are just on the short length. Like when they're in my outers like that much, which is like in sketchy territory. They lasted through the Poconos, so I guess it's not that sketchy, but there's a lot of variations of Nissan inners that you could use. I mean, this happens with a lot of cars. Like I bet you could put FD inners on a Miata but you gotta worry about the length. A lot of guys, what they do is when they extend their lowers on 240s, they'll use Maxima inners. They're thicker and they're longer than 240s. But these were just a little too short. So I went up and I got, I think these are J30 inners, another Nissan or Infiniti made in the 90s. And as you could see, it's just a little bit longer, and that's perfect amount to make it like beautifully not sketchy. Legit, I guess. Now there's one last thing to worry about. What is up, guys? So today is the next day. You could probably tell because there's light out and stuff. So I kind of stopped filming yesterday because I just had nothing fun to do. I don't want to make you guys watch me clean and do general maintenance for 3 hours. So today's a new day. Starting the day off, very grateful because my good friend Noah is actually letting me use his new set of steering rack bushings for my 240 so I can have new bushings so my car feels great. Possibly work on the S14 today if we have time. We got a busy day because tomorrow is the last big drift event of the year, and I'm really excited. I'm really nervous, and it's Jip's first drift event too. That's huge. Jip is drifting the budget hatch for the first time. I can't believe I haven't mentioned that yet. So gotta make sure his car's ready too. Rack bushings acquired. Day is made. Thank you, Noah. I appreciate you so much. New bushings are in. Just do them in real quick. Nothing too interesting. It's a rubber piece that just hugs around the rack and it clamps down. So hopefully there's no more clunk under here. I'm actually like really excited they were bad because now that I put new ones in, it's gonna feel even better, which is, I guess, good news. What's up, Dookie? Looks like he just listened to the new Peep album. Sad boy. So Kenny picked up a new engine for the S14 last night, and we're gonna go help him. So we're gonna go down to Kenny's shop for like an hour and a half until Jip comes down. We're gonna come back and help him. So let's see what he's up to. D-Sun, sweet. Ooh, ooh. Boy, crazy. It looks like you were busy last night.
Do you know where I went? It was literally like dirt road after a dirt road in the middle of a field.
Kenny just picked up an S14K, which is sick because now we don't have to transfer anything over. Has all the accessories. We're just gonna assume they all work. Did you power wash yet? It looks like pretty clean.
Yeah, I'm not.
No, let's power wash it. It's fun. We're gonna just throw the turbo manifold on and call it a day.
Boost.
We're not trying to like make it like the most pretty project ever. We're trying to make it work. So we're just gonna throw it together, and I'm excited. I'm really happy we got an S14 one. And hopefully it's good. All right, so the only thing we actually have to do, which I forgot, it's kind of shitty, is we have to switch oil pans because we need a turbo drain. So we're just gonna swap pans because that one already has it. We're just gonna power wash before we do it. I mean, look how gross this thing is. It looks like he kind of power washed it up top, but just you wait. Jesus Christ, I gotta stand. Oh, fuck. 30 minutes later, we're both soaked. Engine's gorgeous. Well, I mean, as far as a crusty old kid could go. Look at this stuff. Looking like a bag of money. We're just trying to get this car on the road and enjoy the thing.
Do some donies.
Yep, that's what 2 engineering degrees gives you.
We almost died twice.
It's okay. This clutch is spanked, so we're not gonna use it. Surprise, surprise. Oh. Well, there's no manly rods in this one, but
How do they look?
good
Oh,
enough.
look like shit. Let me at least tighten some shit.
The engine was tilted the other way. Good enough. Sick. Here's the turbo drain, right here.
Turbo drain.
And then new RTV. Awesome.
Sick. Everything you need for a good time.
You drop it. So when you're turboing an NA engine, the most important thing you need and the most pain in the ass thing you need is a oil feed for the turbo. You need a high pressure oil line, you need a drain. Drain's easy because you could either tap your oil pan, put a bung in it or whatever. The high pressure line could be a pain in the ass, but the easiest way to usually do it is you go off the oil tree. The oil tree is what basically your oil filter goes on. So right here, so that little piece of aluminum. We sell sandwich plates, which basically go in between the oil filter and that, and you can kind of go into that. Or a lot of cars have factory oil pressure sensors, which are a threaded piece on the tree that you could use. So this right here. Of course, we'll be using that. We have our factory oil pressure sensor and a T, so we could T right into the oil tree. Nice and easy. And then once that's tight, we have this braided line that goes from that to the turbo for a high pressure line. Not bad. Beautiful. All right, work the spec. I got so used to using Newton meters with that stupid Volkswagen.
Oh my god, is everything at Newton meters?
Yep, it's awful. grease off this thing.
Way too regularly. 90% of the time it seems like whenever I do it.
Lock tight, because it's rotating mass and you don't want to lose your feet because your clutch goes through your
How do you
transmission.
feel about it?
Put the tranny on.
Jam it in there.
There we go. We're in there. All right. We're good.
So here's one issue we have.
You lose all the hardware?
No, I didn't lose it. It's holding the other motor to the stand.
boy.
Damn it, Kenny.
All right, guys, just like that, we rushed it together and we got a complete drivetrain now for this car.
Sick, and we have a complete car.
We have a complete car. Everything's hooked up. All the gaskets are there. Everything's done. Clutch, flywheel. We got to drop it in, hook up the exhaust, drive shaft, engine harness, coolant lines, fuel lines, and fluids, and it should be there. I'm happy we got this far already. It's been like an hour and a half. I want to get this in the car, bolted in. Then I have to go back to my shop and help everyone else with the drift prep. So, good day. Cue the time lapse. All right, Kenny, it's in.
It's in. It's good to drive. Let's do it.
Big moment. Okay. If I had more time, I'm very confident we could have this thing on the dyno in 2 hours. But I gotta leave. I gotta change a bunch of tires for Jip and get this car ready, and I'm exhausted. But this is really good. You can do whatever you want.
Do you want me to? Because I can get this bitch running in about 2 hours. But I know you want to get this bitch running in like 2 hours, and you also have other bitches to get running.
That's a fact.
So
I'll let you do your thing. How about
what time? Okay.
Okay.
We'll text. We'll
We'll
talk.
text. We'll talk.
That's on 10.
Dude, that's raw.
And
the cops are just here.
You got a ticket.
You nervous?
No, more excited than nervous.
Beautiful, because I'm the opposite.
Why?
You know how I am.
I know. You have no reason to be.
It's a big day.
Very excited.
Come on, close like a boy.
Got Jip hooked up with the freshies.
Yes, sir.
Hour and a half later. So Jip's gonna be running my extra set of like sticky front tires, so he has good front grip. Because drifting with bad front grip is pretty frustrating, especially at your first event. So
Not bueno.
got him the typical Nan Kings for the rear to burn off, and I'm excited, dude. I'm so excited you're drifting.
I'm so excited I'm drifting.
The budget hatch finally goes on the track.
Yep. Yeah!
Well, fast forwarding to me being all packed up and ready to leave. That is the shitty part, having to gather all your tools, all your parts, all your spares, load the trailer. I mean, it's absolutely pouring. Perfect conditions for preparing for a drift event, but so this video was like really jumpy, and I apologize. I was just going frantic the last 2 days, just trying to get as much done as I could. I'm so pumped everyone's drifting tomorrow. Don and Jip are both drifting, and it's really, really awesome to have two of my close friends drifting, and it means a lot. So I'm really excited. Stay tuned for the drift video, and yeah, so you guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.